Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. I'm walking into 1570 Oak, number 607. This is a convertible studio. It's really a nice convertible studio. The first thing you notice about it is that it's got a lot of natural light. As I pan to the left, you see a major walk-in closet. As we go around, you see the TV, and next to the TV is a radiator. The windows are facing north, but we're above the roofs of the neighboring buildings, so we get light all day. You see just a sliver of the sleeping area to the right there, and if I go all the way to the right, we see the kitchen area, which is definitely a smaller kitchen, but enough for one person. I'm going to walk in towards the windows, give you a better shot at what we're looking at. We're actually facing downtown. Lift up the line for a minute. So you can see there's downtown. A little bit to the right of that is the lake. So we're in a great location. Actually, it's a very pretty, I'll call it a vista out the window rather than call it a view, because you also catch the rooftops of the buildings next door. If we swing around, we get a sense of how big the living room is, which is pretty big. It's probably 12 plus feet across by about 13.5 feet long. There is a ceiling fan. We'll explore the closet where the towel is hanging in a moment or two. The front door is in front of us, and you can see that the apartment is carpeted. I'm going to walk towards the kitchen. And again, the kitchen is a little bit smaller. Obviously, this is lived in, and it will be cleaned before anybody comes in, but it's got good cabinet space for a smaller apartment. It's got a smaller apartment-sized stove that's relatively new. I think it was new 2 years ago. That, of course, it shows a little used right now, but it'll be cleaned up. And inside, you have a nice oven. The cabinets, oops, we got cabinets facing the same way. 2 shelves in this cabinet. The cabinets are about 2 feet high. The shelves are 11 or 12 inches deep. And here we have 3 cabinets, which is what I was expecting. And there we have, so that's 3 of the 5 cabinets right there. Then we have the stainless steel sink with a hose attachment. There's storage underneath the sink, which I'll show you in a moment. But before I do that, I'll show you the last 2 cabinets above the sink. You have a little counter space to the left of the sink. The sink, of course, is stainless steel. This building has terrific water pressure, so we'll go to the hot water and turn that on. You can see it comes pouring out, drains nicely. The hose attachment also works very well. Drains very well. I'm going to shut that down. And if we look underneath, whoops, there we go. We see that it's nice and dry and can be used as storage. These guys have some paper hooked up to it, I'm not sure why. All the way over, we do have a drawer that you could put silverware in, and another little cabinet underneath, a little cabinet space underneath. So, I'm going to back out of the kitchen. Like I said, the kitchen is smaller, but you've got good water pressure, nice stainless steel sink, pretty good cabinet space, stove that's newer, and what you're not seeing is the refrigerator. So the refrigerator is actually in the sleeping area, which I'm not sure why. Typically it would be, probably against this wall. I think they keep it out of the kitchen because the kitchen would be very small if the fridge was in there. So what I've done is to walk through the living room, and across from the big closet is the sleeping area. Sleeping area is a good sized room. I'm going to walk in towards the closet. I'll show you the closet in a second, but this gives me a chance to show you the whole space here. This is probably 9 feet across by maybe 11 feet long. See the radiator? It's carpeted. There's the fridge, which is an unusual place for the fridge, but there it is. Again, the windows are facing north and you have this nice view. This has the potential to be a really pretty room. So that's really nice. A radiator. And looking back from the window, you see a nice sized closet. The fridge, the doorknob would just be a door to the kitchen. So it really is not anything. I'm not even going to open it up. It just would take us right back to the kitchen. There's the living area. The closet is about 3 feet deep and about 2 feet wide with hooks and a hanging bar. So it's a good closet there. And then we come back to the living room. There's the front door. And we pan around again. And we go into the big closet now. So you have a bedroom closet, but you also have this big closet. So this is about 2.5 feet deep by at least 2 feet across. And you have a hanging shelf there. And then you have this area, which is probably 5 feet long. And if you want to keep a clear path, it'd be maybe 30, 32 inches deep. So you actually have very good closet space. The bath was redone recently, so you have ceramic tiles. We'll have to put the seat back on the toilet. I'm surprised they haven't said anything. That's a little odd. Ceramic backsplash, new tile backsplash, pedestal sink, medicine cabinet, lighting right over the medicine cabinet. And the tub was reglazed a year or two ago, so that's nice and clean. Again, we'll check the water pressure. And the water pressure is really good. It's draining very well. Goes right out. The water pressure almost overwhelms the drain. Medicine cabinet has 2 shelves, and again, the light is just above. Shower head is maybe a little less than 6 feet high. And then we'll come down. We'll just show you real quick. Oh, there we go. Get it in focus. The window is newer, so you can open that and air out the bath. That's really important if you want to keep it clean. Like I said, excellent test, and we just used the hot water. And there we go, that's the shower. And again, that's just the hot water, and you can see it's draining really well. So I'll turn that off. There we go. And I'll back out so that you can get a more complete picture of the bath area. And again, very good natural light. Here's the closet area from the bath. You see that first closet space I described. Here's the second closet space, and you've got 2 hanging shelves. You can hang your hangers right here. So that's how that works. And then as we look across, we see the sleeping area, the kitchen area, and the front door. So one last look at the living area, which is where they have their bed, the ceiling fan. The sleeping area is really a nice room. The kitchen is smaller but super usable. And that brings us back to the front door. Thanks for watching.